Well, hello everybody, and I'm back again on YouTube. So, today I'm going to be talking about my Dark World deck. Now, I've been playing Dark Worlds for about... It's my new deck I decided to try out for the format. I've been playing with them on Dual Network since the starter deck, but I had the money, I just couldn't buy them online because I didn't have an Amazon account, because besides when I'm here or I'm at school, at my college, um, I don't have internet connection at my house. Yeah, try living with that. Or toilets that don't flush. Not a fun experience in life. Believe me, I have no internet at my house. I do have cable though. So we're going to start off with, this is a Dark World deck profile. It's my Dark World deck. I've been using this deck in real life recently. I'm still play testing it with the 3 Mind Crush. So it's changed a lot since it was last format. So you're going to see some things where you'll be like, I suggest after using them, I'm not the Dark World expert, I'm just telling you from what my experiences are, that there are some cards that we need to try out as Dark World players. And I have to admit, if there are any out there, I don't mean to be racist, and please do not think that I am, but I have noticed that a lot of Dark World players are black, or African Americans, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, I don't mean to be a perfectionist, but I am the only person I've noticed that is white that plays with Dark Worlds, and I don't know why. So if you are white and you do play Dark Worlds, please let me know. Or if I'm the only one that notices this, I don't know. I don't mean to be racist, though, by the way, so please forgive if I seem offensive. If I offend you, I apologize ahead. So let's get started with monsters. Like any Dark World deck, we run 3 Grapha. Awesome. Pops, brings him back. Grapha never dies. Even if he's banished, you can bring him back somehow. 2 tour guides. Awesome. Awesome. Has made the deck so much more efficient, in my opinion. Now, this is my personal preference, and I'll explain my reasons why. If you do run Dark Worlds, and you did run Sangan, try this out. If you didn't, put it in there, even if you're running 40. Believe me, it sometimes comes in handy, and that is Tour Bus. Now, according to what I've read on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki, and if I read it correctly, and I believe I am because I've been confirmed by my friends by this, Tour Bus's effect states that if it's discarded from XYZ material, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard and put it back in your deck. So, let's see. When this card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 monster in either player's graveyard. Tour Bus from the Underworld, besides Tour Bus, and shuffle that target into your deck. So you could target Snow, put Snow back in your deck, reuse Snow. You could reuse Brow if you wanted to reuse Brow, or you could stop them from using something they have in their deck you know they're going to use, like anything like that. Or if they have a light, if you know they got Blackluster Soldier in their hand, because this deck will be able to see your hand. It just gives you more opportunity, I think, to play with your opponent's deck and use your deck. So it can be used for both ways, and it's an Exceed. It can be used for Exceed pieces, and plus it makes your Brow. You don't have to use your Brow. You can just use Brow for what it's made for, which is drawing cards with drag down. So you could draw 3 cards. My dog's coming, so if she jumps in my lap, I'm sorry. So, but that's my reason for Tour Bus. Just try it out. It's my preference. Just please respect that. Next up, we run all 3 Brow. We love our Brow. Just be browsing away at my cards. Yes, I know you're there, Cassie girl. 1 Fable Raven. I like it. Especially when you get those hands where you got Fable Raven, a whole bunch of Dark Worlds. 1 Beige, so we can bring Grapha back. Even though I run 2 silver and 1 gold, Beige comes in handy. 2 Trans Archfiends. Good discarding outlet. Run 2 in Dark World in case somebody bottomlesses you, deprisons you. Believe me, it helps. Another card I would suggest for this deck, and also if you run Gravekeepers as well, side deck this card. Remember it. I'll probably have a talk on this next duel. My next thing. Whatchamacallit? Iron Imperial Walls. The Walls of Ba Sing Se. That's what we're going to talk about next. That's going to be the next talk, believe me. 3 Snow. searches and just all that lovely stuff. The 1 gold and the 2 silver. Believe me, I do go in a rate. I get Avius out, the girl with the dagger, out a lot. Okay, let's go over traps. We run 2 deck devies. A lot of the decks this format, they take deck devi and they hurt. If you're running against spellbooks or heroes, you want to run its counterpart, which is Eradicate Virus. I don't side it like the guy did that won top 8 in Miami. I side deck it because in the second match it gives me an advantage over my thing. I don't run it even. So that's what I do. It works usually. And a lot of people say about Dark Worlds, I have to say this, they say they're going to lose on the second duel, and yes, that's true. But unless your opponent prepared for your deck or is a friend of yours and knows you run that deck, I tell you, they're not going to have the answer usually. They may have anything you're going to side in usually. Macrocosmos, Prohibition. Think about it. How many people side Prohibition? A lot, yes. But does it mess up the flow of your deck? Does Macrocosmos mess up the flow of your deck? For most decks besides Macro Rabbit? Think about that. Just think. Most decks out there, does that mess with their flow? Think about that. That's why I say that. I've never seen them run into that in side decking. They're just like, oh, fudge, I gotta go against again. I don't have nothing to, side deck it with. That's why I normally use it in 3 drag downs to the grave with Brow. Dark Hole. I put Dark Hole in there. It's a 45 card deck, but it searches and draws so well. By turn 2, you're at 33 sometimes. Card discard. Awesome. Awesome. 3 Dark World dealings. We have Dark Smart for this the mirror matches though, so it's fine. 1 Gates of the Dark World. I am thinking about doing 2, but 1 seems to be fine. 3 Gates. Believe it or not, this is the most dead card in the deck, I find out. Maybe that's just other people out there, but I do. 1 Heavy, because I just don't like back row hate. I have to hate my back row, even though I'm not running Mystical Typhoons like all my other decks. Which I run Mystical Typhoon and Heavy, or I run Mystical Typhoon 2. Since I don't, I gotta have something to hate that back row. 1 Foolish. It is foolish, if you think about it, to put Grapha in the grave. That's a bad idea. You don't want to do that. And pop an opponent's monster. That's such a bad idea. Why the heck did Konami make that? It's so foolish. 1 Monster Reborn. It's so foolish to do it. That's why we do it. 3 Upstart Goblin. Traps we talked about are Deck Devastation Virus. I'll go over the other traps. 2 Compulsory still works. 1 Mirror Force, just in case. And the new thing of the deck, the 3 Mind Crush. I have to admit, it makes the Mind Crush drag down combo much more effective, and it works much better with the deck overall. Extra deck, I'm still working on it. Utopia, Dark Highlander, awesome. Tempo, Acid Golem number 30. I'm waiting for Levier to come in the mail. I'm going to trade one with somebody actually online. This guy, sometimes. Meloetta. Not Meloetta, that's freaking Pokemon. The Brass idea, whatever. Maestro, actually a good choice because he is a 17 with Gates on the field, so you get, yeah. Adrius comes out a lot. Sergeant, you get to attack twice if you destroy a monster with Gates on the field. It works actually pretty well. Chaos Dragon, Archfiend sometimes. So we're waiting for Levier. Oh, and also we want 2 Wind-Up Zinman for defensive purposes. That's the main card I usually go for the first turn. Side decking. Let's show you my side deck because I've been working on it. 2 Eradicator Virus. 1 Return from Different Dimension. And 1 Iron Imperial Wall, which we're going to talk about next, ladies and gentlemen. So, take care and good luck to all you. May you all have good dueling this week. And thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I hope you like my videos. Good day, everybody.